weird for someone of his caliber, some might say. Jay Crowder. The Phoenix Suns are seeking two of the following three things in exchange for Jay Crowder. If you want to trade for Jay Crowder, you got to trade at least two of these things. A first-round pick with a good young player, or a first-round pick with a solid rotational player. Or you can send a good young player with a solid rotational player. Which of those deals would you do? I'll send you Cam Reddish and Cam Reddish.
The thought of Jay Crowder on the Knicks is cool.
I just see him going to Milwaukee at this point, or getting bought out. Like, I feel like teams are just going to be like, guys, we know that, like, if he isn't traded, you guys are going to buy him out.
Yeah. Jay Crowder should pull a 180 and just start playing for Phoenix and just be like, hey, I still got it. Like,
trade for me.
You remember I can shoot, like, I can score like 9 points a game and I'm gonna hold out as if I'm like an all-star. Yeah, I still got it. Okay, I don't know who in their right mind. This has to be like a smokescreen or something, because there is no way the Phoenix Suns are thinking to themselves, we can definitely get any of these three things. Like, I'll give you Jordan Bell and $500K in cash. That's what Jay Crowder's worth.
I mean, Jay Crowder's a really good player, but like, yeah, I just don't know if it was like worth sitting out. It just kind of feels like Le'Veon Bell when he sat out that season.
Le'Veon Bell, he's a freaking beast.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, football might be a little bit different.
Yeah,
but I get it, Jay. You're an NBA starter, but I'm looking at your stats right now. I don't need to give up any of those three things on the screen right there for you. I can actually perfectly live without. Oh, you know who else can? The team you're on. I will say, whoever gets Jay Crowder is going to be very glad they did, and they're going to be very glad he's not on an opposing team, because he's already a phenomenal defender. But whatever team he goes to, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. Like, I'm gonna prove the whole league I still got it.
Plus, he's a free agent.
Oh wow! So yeah, even more
incentive,
even more so than the Georgie guy. I think if the Milwaukee Bucks got him in a buyout, it would just kind of. I'd actually be happy for Milwaukee.
So I think they would.
Boston Celtics even easier.
Yeah, I would have them as like my favorites to win the title at that point.
Because if you don't have to give up like Connaughton,
and that's if Chris Middleton, if you don't have to give up, Well, I've said at this point they're probably just offering Serge Ibaka, George Hill, and Wes Matthews.
Well, Cyro, look at the screen. Is Phoenix accepting that?
Well, that's why they said that's their standing offer, and that they're basically telling the Phoenix Suns take it or leave it.
Yeah,
like they're basically they're basically telling Phoenix, they're like, hey, like. No, like, if you get a better deal, so be it. We're not paying more. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, one of these teams needs to throw in a second-round pick. I hate the way second-round picks are perceived in this league, because it's like, all right, let's say Jay Crowder. Let's say a team offers no first-round or one first-round pick for Jay Crowder. It's like, dude, like second-round picks are like really valuable. What if it's an early second-round pick? It's kind of like a late first, and that's okay. And then Rui Hachimura will get traded for a 2082 second-round pick, and it's like, those things don't matter. They very rarely matter. And if you want a second-round pick, like, you can acquire second-round picks. So it's just like, okay, yeah, this is like a second-round pick's more valuable than a first-round pick, and then you trade him for a draft pick in a different era, and it's like, yeah, those things, I don't give a shit about them. So just offer, if that's a standing trade, if that's a standing offer, literally just throw in a second-round pick.
I wonder if they haven't already, and they're just like, look, we're not giving you a first. Like,
yeah, nobody's getting for a rental. Maybe if Jay Crowder was like
verbally agreeing.
maybe if Jake Crowder was on like a Kyle Kuzma contract and he was Kyle Kuzma and he had several years left on his deal, it'd be like, yeah, I'll definitely give you some of these things you're looking for, but you're not Le'Veon Bell, Jay.
Yeah, no, I
And it's
agree.
not. I'm not trying to. That sounded like I was kind of blaming. I'm not trying to blame Jay because it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I, bash heads with idiot owners that you have, and I'm not a fan of Monty Williams, so I
I know you aren't.
can kind of feel what he's thinking.
But yeah, no, I'm interested to see how this all plays out and why. But dude, also, I find it interesting when you look at this situation because I would love to see, a team with Jay Crowder, because Jay Crowder, what, hasn't he gone to like the NBA Finals? Like he went back to back years with like the Bucks, and was it with the Bucks? No, that might have
Yeah.
been.
Oh wait, what?
Was that
Oh,
PJ
sorry,
Tucker?
no, his son. He was on the Suns.
He was on the Suns when they played the Bucks, but he was
Yeah.
on the Heat the year before. You remember?
Oh, when they lost to LeBron.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so he has like 2 NBA Finals experience. Okay.
I know.
Also,
there's some
wasn't he
big
also
names.
on the finals team that went with LeBron in Cleveland?
Yeah, I think so.
So he's been in the finals 3 times.
I think he is, especially just defensively, what he provides you in a 3-point shooter. I know there's some nice-ish names out there on the block. I don't know who's actually going to end up getting traded, but I think Jay Crowder might be the more valuable asset that's available for a contending team, for as far as if you go in like money and contribution. I think Jay Crowder might be the most valuable, and I don't think people really kind of realize that.
No, I agree. I want to pivot right here.